What's up, YouTube? Doing a little Two for Tuesday today. I got another dueling book replay against Milbrant. We recorded all these a couple days ago. I just haven't put them up yet, so let's see what's going on. Playing some rock, paper, scissors. We both went rock. Now both want scissors. Both going paper. We're like on the same wavelength here, so hopefully I can read them pretty well in this duel. See what happens. Do some My Valentine stuff. All right, got rock. I eventually win. Obviously going to go first. I'm on that Chaos Quickdraw list I played a couple weeks ago, maybe a week or two ago. I like this list a lot. We're going to fire off this charge, get some mills going. Mill debris, hamster, doomcal. That's not what we want to see at all. The doomcal is probably the best mill we had. Hamster and debris are just so good in this deck that we don't ever want to mill them. Like they're just two really good draws. Debris can be a good top deck. Hamsters, what we want to sit up with. Set this Draco. I'd like to set the bottomless. He's playing. We know he's on Blackwings. It's his favorite deck. He loves playing Blackwings. Um, Sirocco. We got the bottomless. It's about to get punished. Just handles it. He's gonna set some back row, I think, and then pass. Alternatively, he could have brain control. Never mind. Brain control's face up. What am I thinking? I'm thinking of mind control. Yeah. So we got this Reco. I'm gonna fire it off with one of these back row. Get our mills going. See what our plays are. Mill the Avarice, Cold Wave, Sork. Our mills are just awful this game. This is a crazy game if I remember correctly. Like just absolute crazy. Alright, we hit the Convulse. Battle phase, we're gonna go to back to main phase one. Misclick on the battle phase. We're gonna summon the Lila. Wait for a response. He's got no response. And we see in this video he's got Dark Bribe set. I didn't know that at the time, so we're gonna attack for 2. We're gonna attack for 17. The reason we attack that way, if he has Tragodia and he fires it off after we attack the 17, he's swinging over the Raikou. He can do a lot of different plays with Tragodia if he's playing it. He can discard and take control of this. He can discard and yeah, it's just a lot of stuff we do. Mill the Lad, mill the Sangan. Our mills are just not great. We're milling all the stuff we don't want to mill. Grab Shura. Pretty big top deck for him. Gonna get things going for him. Yeah, sure. It's just probably the best top deck he could have had in this situation. Now, I don't agree with attacking over the Raikou here. I know he's thinking, hey, I'm going to get in some damage. But also, if I had Honest here, it puts him in so far behind. I mean, my board doesn't look very threatening. But if I have like Celestia or something like that, I can tribute the Lila or the Raikou here in this situation. Grab the Gale. Gale's going to swing over the Lila, I believe. No reason for him not to. Main 2. It's going to sink out for 7. Make an Armor Master. Good plays. Now, alternatively, what he could have done is could have went for Bora here, having the Icarus attack. Could have swung into Lilo with Bora. That would have been one reason for sure to go over Raikou. And he actually gets in another 1,500 points of damage. He's got the Icarus attack to fall back on, keep his Shura alive. But it's got 2 engraved now. And that's another reason, I think, to make the Icarus attack play with Bora. Sets Brain Control, sets Icarus attack. Other Trooper. Just Raikou. Set some stuff. We got Judgment. We got Tarantula, Judgment, Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy at all. There's Trinade. We really don't care if he fires off the Trinade here. It's kind of just whatever. It's not really going to affect our board state much. We see he's got the Arrow Master. He's got 2 cards. Tarantula isn't enough, I think, for us to want to sell him the Trinade. We want to save it for a more impactful card. And he elects to just attack. I'm going to Raikou, flip the Raikou, declare. Mill my 3. Again, our mill's just terrible. And he's an Icarus attack. He's going to tribute for cost. And a Judgment. Just is actually damaged up, so hindsight, I don't think he can actually activate the Icarus attack. And then I believe my Reiko also would have stayed alive there. I'm not 100% sure on that. That was kind of a weird interaction. Then just gonna set the shoot, mill my 3, swing for 19. More just getting all these bad mills. We got we got an Avarice in the grave. We got two Avarice in the grave. I'm sorry. And then we got all of our starters are in the grave. We got our lad in the grave, Thunder King, Doom Cow, just all the good stuff's in the grave. There's the heavy. He's gonna blow us out. He loses Brain Control, but we lose Torrential and we lose Trap. He's got 3 darks. We know what's coming. He's gonna Dark Armed. And the ending of this game is extremely crazy. You guys will see it coming up. This game is nuts. Actually, I think if he would have done that Bora play I was talking about earlier, he would have won this game. I'm just gonna pop. I draw a Quickdraw. Swings for 28. Yeah, if he would have done that Bora play, he would have won the game right here. Draw the Caius. Um, just not much I can do. I'm gonna fire off this Allure. I'm checking the grave, see what outs I have, if any. My only realistic out is to draw another Dark off the Allure and a second monster so I can get this Caius to take care of his Dark Arm. And I do just that. So, looking at my grave, it's gonna take me a minute here to figure out if I want to banish the Dark Arm to the Caius. And when we look at the grave, we've got, Doomcow, we got Sangan, we got Chaos Orc. And I look a couple times just to make sure we got 3 darks in grave. This Allure could not have gone better for us. Like, just absolutely could not have gone better. So now we can dandy quick draw, play dad. Make the tokens. And we can actually go into Junk Archer for game. We can dad pop for game. All kinds of stuff we can do here. But that was like probably the best Allure I've ever had. But we're going to look to go drill and dad pop. Because this is just a permanent removal to the Dark Arm in case he does have cores. We don't know what this card is. And I actually forgot. No, I don't think he had it set this game. That was last game. But yeah, just that crazy Allure gets us there after all these bad mills. But the mills end up working for us in the long run with that dad drop. It's just crazy. I actually go through my deck to see what my outs are. I don't really have that many of them. We're going to move on to the next game. After rematch, go to game 2. Just a crazy Allure of Darkness there. And we're not going to side. We're just playing a bunch of game 1s, getting back into the swing of things. This hand it's not bad. It's not great. We've got the Doom Cow, we got the Hamster, Lone Fire, Sangan. Depending on what our 6th card is, we're looking pretty decent to start. Would much rather have gone first, but we'll take the extra 1,000 life points. No big deal. He's got, Sirocco, Bora, Kalute, Dad, Dark Bribe. He's pretty stacked. It's pretty stacked. That's the bribe. Okay, we got Gores. Okay. I'm going to set this Reco initially, and then I think I change my mind and go, oh, wait, never mind. This is going to be a better play. We set the Hamster. misclick. Just need another second to think about it. He draws a lure for turn. It's not a bad draw. Let's him see a little bit more of his deck. He's got, a bunch of darks. If he doesn't allure, his plays really are not that good. There's not a whole lot he can do. I mean, he can Blizzard and go into Armed Wing here. Hope it's not a Raikou. If it is a Raikou, he has Dead to fall back up on the following turn. Blizzard also searches out Vayu. He's also got Sprout for the next turn. I probably would fire off this Allure if I was him. I don't remember exactly what he does, but firing off that Allure seems pretty good. We got, like I said, I think here I'd probably actually summon the Blizzard. But then I guess if this is Raikou, he's rewarded because he'll get the Blizzard back in main 2 and he can make it level 6. But we got the Hamster. And the Hamster is just a big body in this game. Everything except for Sirocco gets blocked by this Hamster in his deck, his main deck. So Hamster in this format is just crazy. There's not a whole lot of decks that turn 1 can swing over 18. He blocks things like Machina Gear Frame. Main 2, he tributes for Sirocco. It's a little weird knowing that I just set the Raikou. But he wants that Whirlwind activation to get Shura. Okay, that makes sense. Seems okay. Draw charge. Flip the Raikou. Mill 3. There's Dandy. Poppin' back row. I'm a big fan of popping back row. Got 2 tokens. Got Lone Fire in hand. You guys know what's coming. We're going to Lone Fire. Get Tartanio. Hope he doesn't have Galoot. If he has Galoot, we just get punished. Hate to see it. It happens. Galoot's at 3. So, it does happen. And as we see here, he does have the Galoot. Things get real bad for us in this game. He's got the Galoot. Misclick. A little bit of DB lag. So that was an unfortunate turn for us. He dropped the Galoot. He's got 2 darks now. Draws Icarus for turn. Play Shura. And this is just all kinds of bad. Specials Bora. And we're just not looking great here. It's real bad. No matter how you look at it, this is a really bad turn for us. He just overpowers everything we have. Shura gets him another monster. We have the Gorse to fall back on, but as we know, he has Dad. He makes a Synchro and figures out a way to get how to get one out of the graveyard, and he's got Dad on board. So his following turn, if he does make a Synchro, he can do some shenanigans where he normal summons this Blizzard, brings a Dark out of the grave, and then he can drop Dad. He also has Icarus attack, so he doesn't need to make the Synchro. He can just go for damage. And this game is just really, really bad for us, but it does showcase the power of Blackwings. Like, deck is really good. It's good, it's quick, it's consistent. It's everything you want to see in a deck. I don't think the ceiling is particularly high, but it's got a lot of hard to deal with monsters, like in the level 7 Synchro Armor Master, Blackwing Armor Master. It's kind of hard to deal with. You got the Raikou Pops, you got Torrential, like your D Prisons, Mere Forces, that kind of stuff. You have to have a piece of removal. You just can't destroy it by battle. And 2,500 points is pretty big. But my hand's just not great to set up for this. Like, there's just not much we can do. He's got the Icarus attack, takes care of all of our outs. Flare off charge. And our mills are just not good. Milling more lights. We're getting the Lila just so we don't draw it. We wanted another Raikou, but we'll take the Lila. It's the fourth target, just in case we do start milling Raikous. And from this position, there's just not much we can do. I elect to set Sangan. Hopefully get there. See if the scores can help us win the game. But he summons Blizzard. Searches value. Brings something back. Makes Armed Wing and just goes for game. I think we hit a good bit of Dueling Book lag in this game as well, so there's a lot of time in between where it just wouldn't make too much of a difference. And he could actually go Armed Wing, but I think he does end up going Brionic, which is actually the better play here because he's got Vayu now as well that he can just bounce us back to my hand. I believe that's exactly what he does. Not sure why he didn't fire off the Allure in this game. I mean, it didn't really matter, but 2 extra cards could have made the game over quicker. So he just does that, and there's not much I could do. Checking his grave. Seeing if he has plays with Vayu, see if he's got a way to make out this Dark Arm is probably what he's thinking. But he's got a lot of darks now. It'd be kind of hard to resolve Dark Arm. So another reason I think Allure would have been better earlier. He could have got him to his Dark Arm faster. It's not going to make a difference in this game. He's got all the outs in this game. He's got Icarus attack as an out. So that outs my Gores. And if for any reason I were to out like Armor Master and Brionic somehow, which is possible, I could draw into like Black Rose or get a Debris, get stuff going. I don't think I really have. Yeah, I got Dandy, so yeah, I could draw Debris and go Black Rose. He got the Icarus attack to counter that, and then he can Sirocco, he can make Silver Wind. So he attacks for 18, attacks 2,000. I have to drop Gores here. Spent some time looking for the right token because I was just in a mood that day. A little bit of OCD. Not sure if that guy's ever happened to you or not, but stuff like that happens to me all the time where I could find it, so I just go, we're gonna fluff token. It's the life we're living with today. And he's gonna fire off the Icarus attack. Should be one of the guys that already attacked. Kill both of these, and then he's gonna attack with somebody else for game. And there's just nothing we can do. We could have used Cold Wave during our turn, but even if we had, the only thing it'll change is in main phase 2, he would have to use Brionic to bounce our Gores back and then deal with whatever we have. He still has the Brionic. We can't out it. So we're gonna go to game 3. We're gonna start. This hand's actually pretty good. Drawing a Thunder King here makes the hand that much better. We got Starlight Road. We're gonna set the Cold Wave just because we have the road to protect it. Um, this hand's just perfect. It's great. It's everything we want to see. And his hand's pretty good too. It's gonna have his T, hit the Cold Wave. Okay, no big deal. And his hand's really good too. I think this is where the dueling book lag really sets in. Night we played all this, there was just so much lag. He summons the Shura. The Starlight Red looks not so good in this position. It's not really going to do much for us. Glute, Shura. I think he brings out value. This is like the perfect spot for when you want to bring out value too. Yep, there's value. Swings for another 8. Just a little bit of chip damage. Sure, and against value, so we can go into a 5 if he wanted to, or he could actually has the Icarus attack. He could have actually just sat on the Shura and the value and just Icarus attack the value away next turn. Especially since he sets the Icarus attack anyways, and oppression. Draw bottomless, not great, a little late. Real quick draw. Discard Dandy. 2 tokens. He has the oppression, so he's going to pay 8 on the quick draw. So I got 2 tokens. That's about all I can do. So at the bottomless because we still have the Starlight. Pops token, no big deal. Passes back to me. Draw Titanial. Not great, but we've got this token left over. We're gonna get rid of his Catastrophe with Archias. Get some damage in. We're gonna swing 24. Draw Thunder King for turn. Pretty good draw. Still sent on oppression. It's got the Icarus attack. Whirlwind, Sirocco. You know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna play Whirlwinds. Normal. Why doesn't he play Whirlwind first? We're gonna bottomless with Sirocco. It's gonna chain Icarus attack. I'm gonna chain Starlight Road. He's gonna pay 8. The suppression sits on the board for a really long time. I draw Avarice. I only have 4. Nothing I can do. We're gonna pass the turn right back. Draw Solemn Judgment. Now he's got Thunder King Oppression. Solemn. He's looking good. Attack for 19. Set Solemn. No big deal. I draw Raikou. You know what it is. We said it. Set it. Let's see what happens. Draw Kalute for turn. Thunder King. Push. Activate. Pop the Judgment here. And we mill all kinds of good stuff. So now we can fire off this Avarice on our turn. And we draw a Solar Recharge here. So we're going to fire off this Avarice. See what we put back. We're obviously going to put back... I think we put back everything except for the Raikou. Or except Raikou. And I think we leave Dandy in case we draw like debris or something. So I think that's what we leave is Dandy Raikou. There's Lone Fire. Sork, Caius. Thunder Kings 4. Quick Draws 5. And we shuffle. Yep, so we leave Dandy back. And we draw the Hamster. The Hamster's pretty good draw. And we also draw Lila so we can Solar Recharge. And we're milling Lone Fire Rico again. So set the hamster. I'm going to set the other two. Draws Icarus attack. It's got Kalute. It's a good whirlwind. Whirlwind Kalute. He's not going to attack here. And we draw another Avarice. We check. Oh, hey. We have 5. Let's go. Let's draw some cards. Get out of this hole. That oppression's and locking us down. We draw Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm, quick draw. And we just pass. It's gonna Icarus attack me and pay us. Sorry, both of those. I'm gonna chain Judgment. We don't want to lose the hamster. Or the we don't want to lose 2 cards. So I'd rather just pay the 2,000 life points. Alright, 2,000, he's at 3. And we're still locked up by this oppression, but we have the heavy for it. He's gonna summon Gale and attack. He's thinking he can just clear both. And he's gonna attack, and I'm just gonna fire off this Mirror Force. We want to use this heavy on the oppression anyways. Got 1 card in hand to my 3. We've got quick draw. Lots of good outs. Lots of stuff we can draw. And I draw a Lad. So we're going to fire off this Heavy Storm. We're going to flip the hamster. Summon one of the Reikos we put back. I'm going to special the quick draw, discarding Titanial. And we're going to tribute Lad over the quick draw and the set Reiko. Now, the reason we do it that way, he has no cards, so we know he doesn't have cores, and it just lets us go for game. Now, and that was just such a crazy game 3. We started off in such a bad state, and there's some plays he could have done differently that would have netted him some more advantage and probably locked us out of the game where he should have won. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day and stay tuned for more. Catch you later.